not everyone understands the force behind a single split. Not everyone dares to face the roar of steel and the weight of giant timber. But you're about to see it all. Welcome to where the action begins, where wood is torn in the blink of an eye. Welcome to the world of Wood Channel. Walk Easy 200, a spinning steel cone tearing through the forest. Deep in the woods, where the ground is soft with rot and fallen logs lie in silence, a Takeuchi TB216 mini excavator creeps forward, its hydraulic arm stretching out like a predator in steel. At the end of that arm spins the Walk Easy 200 cone splitter, a solid, cold-forged spiral of metal, rotating with unstoppable torque. The operator lowers the cone into a thick, moss-covered log. The steel spiral bites in, twisting deep into the grain. Within seconds, the log splits open with a satisfying crack. No saws, no shrieking blades, just raw, twisting force and the sound of nature giving way. The entire unit moves with precision through the forest, compact yet brutal. The Walk Easy 200 doesn't just split logs, it shreds the wild into usable fuel, right on site. No mills, no conveyors, just steel meeting wood under open sky. The T190 wood splitter rumbles steadily across the cluttered log yard, its tracks grinding over compacted soil and scattered sawdust. As it approaches each massive log lying on the ground, a steel arm extends like a mechanical claw, lifting the log with force and precision, setting it squarely onto the saw blade's path. Without delay, the saw blade dropped sharply, slicing through the trunk with a piercing screech. Instantly, the freshly cut log is pushed into the splitting mechanism. Razor-sharp blades cleave the wood into neat, uniform pieces, clean and swift as if the log offered no resistance. The split pieces tumble to the ground with heavy, echoing thuds, piling into orderly stacks, a testament to the machine's relentless power and unwavering precision. The DR Rapid Fire K34 Pro XL is compact yet powerful. It harnesses the decisive kinetic force to split wood quickly and efficiently. Logs are securely placed on the platform, and the operator firmly lowers the lever, like a steel punch, propelling the log with immense force toward the razor-sharp, splitting blade waiting patiently to tear through the wood with perfect precision. Every motion is swift and powerful, the machine acting like a relentless warrior, breaking down tough logs into neatly sized, precise firewood pieces. The DR Rapid-Fire 28-ton is compact, versatile, yet impressively powerful, an ideal choice for families or individuals who process firewood at a small scale without needing industrial-grade equipment. It uses a kinetic flywheel system that delivers powerful, lightning-fast splitting action in just seconds. One operator is sufficient, though having an extra pair of hands to help load and position logs makes the work smoother. A log is placed on the platform, the lever is lowered, a steel punch launches the log into the waiting blade. In an instant, the log is split cleanly with no resistance. This machine is not only high-performing, but also incredibly user-friendly, making it accessible even for those with little to no experience with heavy equipment. Especially useful during cold seasons or for those who need to stockpile firewood regularly. The DR Rapid-Fire 28-ton proves itself as a dependable, hard-working assistant, requiring minimal effort while delivering maximum results. The firewood processor roars to life, the engine growling like a beast in the forest. A large, rugged, and heavy red oak log is neatly placed on the conveyor bed. The conveyor slowly pushes the log toward the sharp steel splitting blade, preparing for the timber split. The blade begins to lower, pressing firmly against the log, producing the characteristic cracking sound echoing through the air. The tough red oak log gradually splits into two even halves under the steel's pressure, cracks spreading like a spider web until the log fully separates. The evenly split pieces drop onto the collection bed, ready for the next stage. The splitter operates powerfully, precisely, and tirelessly, demonstrating superior strength when handling hardwood like red oak. Bosch Spaltfix K440, a firewood processor working under the sun, where steel meets light and power. Outdoors, beneath the warm morning sun, the Bosch Spaltfix K440 stands at the center of a log yard, glowing in its signature green-orange colors. Around it, freshly cut logs line up in order, waiting. The machine stands firm, a mobile powerhouse designed to handle tons of timber each day. As the operator activates the system, the first log glides into the feed chute. The long chainsaw blade hums, a short screech, then slices clean through the wood with sharp, deliberate precision. The timber splits effortlessly, as if torn apart by a heated steel ribbon, the blade running smooth and steady. Instantly, the cut log shifts into the integrated splitting chamber. A rotating star-shaped wedge spins into action, dividing the log into equal parts like a steel wool slicing pie. The firewood drops cleanly into place, dust rising gently in the golden light. Multitech 2040, the uncompromising firewood processor. With a thunderous growl, the Multitech 2040 launches into action with near-flawless precision. From the moment the hydraulic arm seizes the log with raw power, to the instant the high-speed circular saw slices it clean, it's a choreography of steel and force. There's no hesitation. The log is split swiftly and driven into the wedge system, where hardened steel blades come crashing down without mercy. The sound of cracking wood echoes like thunder in a forge. Split firewood flies out in perfect form, uniform, sharp, and ready for the truck bed. The Multitech 2040 isn't just a machine. It's the embodiment of industrial power, strong, fast, and relentless. Building a horizontal log splitter using a kit from West Hydraulic. The machine is in action, mounted on a sturdy metal frame. A powerful hydraulic cylinder pushes the logs against a hardened steel wedge. With each pull of the lever, the wood snaps cleanly, splitting into 2 or 4 pieces depending on the setup. The operator carefully places each log on the bed while the wedge slices through with impressive but controlled force. Splinters fly, the engine hums with vibration, and the entire system works with robust efficiency. The wood cutting and splitting machine stands like a powerhouse in the lumber yard. With a solid steel frame and a powerful hydraulic system, it operates with sharp, forceful movements, leaving no room for hesitation. A large log is placed on the platform. In an instant, a sharp saw blade slams down and slices through the wood decisively, the screech of metal against grain ringing through the air. Immediately afterward, a strong hydraulic push Split X450 5T Yanmar, fiery red power with a sharp hydraulic arm. The Split X450, painted in striking red, stands like a warrior amidst the woodpile. Its powerful, agile hydraulic arm is equipped with a razor-sharp splitting blade, ready to deliver precise, decisive cuts. The operator smoothly maneuvers the arm, placing each log on a sturdy platform. The splitter blade swiftly descends, pressing forcefully into the rough trunk, the sound of cracking would echoing through the air. Running quietly yet powerfully, the 5-ton hydraulic system combines strength and precision, transforming large, tough logs into neatly squared firewood pieces, ready for any use. The two-tier log splitter, Type 2, features a unique dual-ended design, two splitting heads mounted on opposite ends of a single hydraulic pusher. On one end, a sturdy single split wedge divides logs cleanly in half, while the other end holds a multi-split wedge, capable of breaking wood into multiple uniform firewood pieces. Both ends work in perfect synchronization via a powerful hydraulic system. As the machine powers up, a full log is positioned dead center, resting securely on the steel cradle. The hydraulic ram pushes forward, driving the log simultaneously into both ends. On one side, the sharp wedge slices the log cleanly in two. On the other, the opposing end presses the log into a multi-way splitter, breaking it into several smaller sticks, all in a single motion. Then, the ram retracts, pulling the remaining log section back to center, ready for another double-ended split in the next stroke. This clever design doubles productivity, maximizing each hydraulic cycle by delivering a split at both ends. It's a powerful, time-saving solution engineered for high-volume firewood production. One, preparation phase. First, the operator positions and secures the metal workpiece, such as a steel plate or pipe, on the press table. The machine is equipped with a die set, upper and lower dies, which is adjusted to match the desired shape and dimensions of the part. 2. Activation and pressing. The machine is started via an electronic control panel or manual lever. The hydraulic cylinder gradually lowers the upper die, generating a pressing force of up to 60 tons. During this process, the sound of the hydraulic pump can be heard, indicating smooth and consistent pressure. 3. Shaping and holding. Once the dies contact the workpiece, the machine holds the pressure momentarily to ensure accurate shaping. Some pressing actions may be repeated to achieve the desired form or to handle multiple layers of material. 4. Release and completion. After pressing, the upper die automatically retracts, powered by the reversed hydraulic flow. The operator removes and inspects the finished part before proceeding with the next cycle. 5. Safety features. The machine is equipped with travel sensors and emergency stop buttons. As shown in the video, the operator remains outside the direct movement path of the press arm, ensuring safe operation. A tall log stands upright, firmly planted within the splitter's core. Gone is the roaring circular saw. Instead, powerful pushes from the machine and a razor-sharp blade take over. The blade, like a cold sword, slices through the wood fibers, cleaving the trunk into multiple slender strips. The once sturdy logs seem to tremble in fear before the relentless power of the blade, as if bowing down to an unbeatable conqueror. At a corner of the lumber yard, the Milan uses log splitter with its conical rotating tip is running powerfully. The steel cone spins continuously at a steady speed, generating a strong twisting force that splits the wood. Two men work closely together, pushing the log firmly into the sharp spinning cone. As the log contacts the cone, the twisting force penetrates deep into the grain. Cracks begin to spread along the wood, and the log splits decisively, breaking into clear sections. The screech of steel against wood rings out, mixed with the strong effort of the men pushing hard. The 720p footage captures every turn of the cone and the smooth coordination between the two operators, showcasing a log splitting process that is both efficient and powered by raw, traditional mechanical force. The log splitter equipped with a rotating gear system represents a powerful and efficient mechanical design. The pushing shaft is firmly mounted on a large gear wheel, working in perfect harmony with the entire mechanism. As the machine starts, the gears rotate smoothly, producing a steady, robust motion. With each turn of the gear, the pushing shaft forcefully drives large logs against a sharp blade. The blade immediately applies immense pressure, causing the wood to burst apart violently, producing crisp cracking sounds that echo through the space. Each rotation of the gear delivers a decisive push, splitting the logs into uniformly sized pieces. The smaller wood fragments are expelled outward, falling into neat piles beside the machine, ready for transportation or further processing. The sound of meshing gears combined with the rasp of the blade slicing wood forms an industrial symphony full of life, while sunlight filtering through forest leaves illuminates the machine's surface, highlighting every moving part vividly. The entire system operates continuously and cohesively, showcasing a seamless blend of mechanical engineering and raw physical power to efficiently and safely process large, thick logs. In a small workshop, the homemade log splitter 1 operates powerfully and efficiently. The machine is simple yet sturdy, handcrafted with mechanical parts and a rotating shaft. Logs are carefully placed on the support bed, then gradually moved by the rotating shaft equipped with sharp blades that continuously split the logs into smaller pieces. The homemade sharp blades spin steadily, making direct contact with the wood, delivering deep and decisive cuts. With each rotation, the logs are sliced into multiple smaller parts, which fall neatly without scattering. The machine produces a steady humming sound, blending with the wood impacts to create the characteristic noise of a manual log splitter. Inside a spacious lumber workshop, the Easton-made 37D operates like a powerhouse of mechanical force. Its bold orange frame stands out against the rough timber around, exuding confidence and raw industrial muscle. Heavy gears, a thick hydraulic cylinder, and a gleaming steel wedge work in concert, a mechanical symphony of strength. A man in a thick work shirt and leather gloves loads a solid log onto the splitter bed. He pulls the control lever, and instantly, the hydraulic ram surges forward with ferocious power, thrusting the log toward the splitting blade. A sharp crack rings out. The log is instantly forced apart into smaller, neatly severed pieces that tumble to the collection tray below. Each split is clean, running along the natural grain, precise as a blade stroke. Beside him, a woman stands ready. With practiced motion, she grabs imperfect or partially split pieces, repositioning them for a clean second pass. No words are exchanged, only the hum of hydraulics, the snap of timber, and the rhythmic teamwork between human and machine. Sunlight streaming through high windows illuminates airborne wood dust, casting the scene in a golden haze of discipline, strength, and quiet cooperation. The bright orange Multitech firewood processor stands out vividly in the expansive wood yard. The machine operates smoothly, creating a lively industrial scene. Logs are placed on the feed deck, gently pushed forward by the conveyor belt toward the sharp, fast-spinning circular saw blade. As soon as the blade contacts the log, a crisp cutting sound rings out, quickly splitting the wood into smaller, manageable sections. Then, a powerful hydraulic ram pushes these sections forward to the splitting wedge, where uniform firewood pieces are neatly separated and drop onto the wood conveyor. The entire process runs continuously with steady, uninterrupted operation. The gleaming orange surface of the machine reflects light, highlighting Multitech's modern design and high efficiency. In a bustling work environment, the bright red firewood processor with a circular blade roars to life with impressive power. The steady hum of the engine fills the air as the gleaming steel circular saw spins rapidly, slicing through timber like a knife through soft bread. Logs are fed one by one onto the conveyor, gently carried toward the cutting blade. Upon contact, the high-speed rotating saw slices through each log cleanly and decisively, sending fine sawdust and tiny wood sparks flying into the sunlight. The freshly cut section is then pushed by a hydraulic ram into the splitter, where it's broken down into neat, uniform. In a small lumber yard bathed in the warm morning sunlight, the high-performance homemade log splitter is running at full capacity. The machine is carefully built with a sturdy steel frame, a rotating shaft, and sharp blades. Large logs are placed sequentially on the support bed and gradually pushed forcefully into the spinning blades. The blades spin rapidly, slicing through each log powerfully and decisively. With every cut, the logs split into neat, evenly sized pieces, with chips scattered gently without chaotic bursts. The sound of the motor blends with the rhythmic clanking of mechanical parts, creating a distinct technical symphony. Around the yard, workers diligently operate the machine and prepare firewood for upcoming days, taking advantage of the gentle sunlight. The atmosphere is peaceful yet full of life and efficiency, reflecting a traditional small yard with a modern edge. This homemade wood splitter may look crude and rustic, but it holds a power far beyond its appearance. Equipped with a system of 24 sharp wedge blades, the device can split large logs into multiple smaller pieces in a single strike. Each wedge is strategically positioned to evenly distribute the pressure when pushing the wood toward the cutting blades, ensuring the logs are split cleanly, precisely, and quickly. The pushing force, whether hydraulic or mechanical depending on the design, is directly applied to the wedges, generating tremendous pressure capable of breaking even the thickest and toughest logs. Despite lacking a sleek appearance or complex technology, this machine demonstrates the strength of simplicity and mechanical efficiency in wood splitting. It saves time and effort while significantly boosting productivity. In the middle of a wide-open log yard, the Easton-made 48C wood splitter stands firm, fixed in place like a central processing station. Though immobile, inside this rugged frame lies a powerful hydraulic system running at full industrial strength. Seated in a compact operator station, a man calmly oversees the entire process with just a few lever pulls and button presses. One by one, large logs are advanced into the cutting section. The high-powered saw blade drops with lightning speed, slicing each log into segments. Immediately, the wood chunks are forced into a multi-way splitting wedge, where immense pressure splits them cleanly into uniform firewood pieces within seconds. But the system doesn't stop there. An automated outfeed conveyor lifts the finished wood pieces and transports them to the rear of the machine, stacking them steadily into a growing mountain of firewood. Log after log, the pile rises, a visible measure of the machine's relentless pace and productivity. The Easton-made 48C isn't just a splitter. It's a dependable powerhouse that transforms tough manual labor into a fully mechanized, efficient operation. The iron and oak log splitter, 37-ton, equipped with a powerful Honda GX 270 engine, stands proudly in the middle of the yard, brand new and gleaming under the sunlight. Its fresh paint and mechanical scent still linger in the air. A man stands beside it, operating the machine with care and rhythm, each movement aligned with the steady, reliable pace of this solid piece of machinery. He gently maneuvers the control lever, positioning each log precisely for the blade to do its work. The machine can be used both horizontally and vertically. Horizontal mode for heavier, hard-to-lift logs, and vertical mode for massive upright logs that don't need to be raised. This adaptability allows it to handle a wide range of log sizes and weights with ease. Delivering a crushing force of 37 tons, the iron and oak doesn't just split wood, it cleaves through the grain with authority and precision, making it a powerhouse for firewood preparation and serious wood processing tasks. The Duin VK63, though compact in size, possesses splitting power far beyond expectation. Built with a streamlined yet formidable design, it stands quietly in the wood yard, a cold, mechanical force of nature. A man in protective gear lifts each heavy log with care, placing it firmly on the platform. He grips the lever and pushes, firm, deliberate. Instantly, the steel splitting blade drives downward with immense pressure, cleaving the wood in two with precision. A sharp cracking sound echoes, dry and metallic, as the grain of the log gives way cleanly under the calculated force. Each motion is a perfect rhythm. Load the log, push the lever, split, and another piece of timber is torn apart. A faint mist of wood dust rises into the slanting sunlight, catching the golden glow as the machine continues its relentless, flawless cycle. On a golden afternoon, under soft sunlight, a woman stands beside a specialty firewood splitter designed for cherry wood. Her hand firmly on the control lever, she operates the machine with steady precision. Sturdy chunks of cherry wood are fed into the splitting blade. At times, the blade struggles to cut through the tough timber, producing sharp whistles and noticeable resistance. The woman quickly steps in, gently freeing logs stuck on the splitter blade, assisting the machine to keep the process smooth. This scene shows the seamless cooperation between human and machine, bathed in warm sunlight, crafting an efficient and lively workday.
Man, this brute force 1424 made quick work of those 2 cherry logs. We have about half a tote here. The good thing about cherry is that since it's a specialty wood, we can sell it for probably $40 for 50 pieces, which is almost double what we sell for oak. But I know the barbecue guys in our area here are going to be super happy that we're selling this stuff, so I can't wait for them to come and pick it up. If you guys are in the market for a firewood processor, I highly recommend you check out all the models that Brute Force offers. You'll find a link in the description below this video. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for future videos. We'll see you on the next one.